Hello, everyone, and welcome to the mill today. Today we have me, Carol, and
me, Molly. Hello.
all right. And so today we have a couple pieces we wanted to go over. We wanted to do a little Stonemaier update since we just got the stakeholders report, which I'll pull up here in a minute. And as you can tell, Molly and I got our April Fool's orders in.
Yes.
So we thought we would introduce you to the new Rolling Realms. So first, I will bring up here the stakeholder report because there was some interesting information for anyone who really is interested in Stonemaier games, which is the whole concept behind stakeholders. All right. So what I thought was particularly interesting was we have the revenue, you have your full-time employees, and then as we scroll down, I don't know about you, Molly, I always find the amount of units that are in circulation pretty impressive. So
yeah, me too. I love
go for it, Molly.
I love going through all the numbers, comparing them to the year before, and imagining all those copies out in the world getting played.
Well, especially, I mean, you look at Wingspan here, like 1,690,000 units. And then the little asterisk note here, Wingspan Asia just came out in late November and 140,000 units of Wingspan Asia within a few months. Like that seems extraordinary to me.
Yeah, it's amazing. I definitely get it. Wingspan's one of my favorite games, and so many people can relate to it. A lot of birders who don't play other games are still obsessed with Wingspan.
Yeah. So that was one of the numbers that stuck out to me that was really interesting. And then they make it easy to look at all the products here that were released in 2022. So obviously Libertalia Winds of Galecrest was the one big game. And then technically Wingspan Asia is an expansion or also a game for 1 to 2 players. You have the Essential Edition in Between Two Cities, the big expansion of Viticulture World, Smitten is its own game, and a plethora of Rolling Realms.
All the amazing promos.
Oh,
I love them all.
Absolutely. These numbers are kind of cool, just like looking at, like talking about stakeholder, which is really probably anyone watching the mill right now as well. But the number of Stonemaier champions who are paying $15 a year is close to 500. So I think they're just fun numbers to look at as people who are clearly interested in Stonemaier games.
Yeah, I love a few things about it. I love their transparency. It's amazing. You can go through all this, trust it. And it's just, like you said, fun seeing the numbers. But also I love like how much they track, like game sessions 244. They track that and they're showing us it. So people know if they submit a game to Stonemaier, like kind of what they're up against. Just so much nice data.
Yeah. Yeah. And then kind of those little extras are here at the end. And then looking ahead to 2023, which we already know a couple things with Fantasy and Futures just came out. The exhibition pre-orders are still live and that's in production. And yeah, we know there's probably another game coming out. We just got that updated newsletter that Dusty went over last week. So a lot in Stonemaier. Part of me almost wonders if Dusty brought up that new codename War last time. And I almost wonder if that could have something to do with Rolling Realms. Because we just keep getting more and more for Rolling Realms. I'm like, gosh, could that have something to do with it? So
that's a good point. I would love to see something that's, I don't want to say just promos because I love the promos, but something that's different from additional promos.
Yeah. I think the other big piece, if anyone watched the live cast with Jamie, well, there were really 2 things. One, he had that tribute to Klaus Teuber, who's the creator of Catan, who just passed away. And then, well, let's talk about that first, because I thought that was really cool and I think sparks interesting conversations. Molly and I were just talking about, like, Jamie mentioned how Catan's what really brought him into the game and made Stonemaier games possible. Like, just like sparked that idea, which is really cool. And I was thinking, like, oh, that's, for me, it was Near and Far and Ryan Lockett. And I thought it was really cool when I got to meet him at Gen Con and tell him, you're the reason I'm into board games. And I think it's cool how we have those stories. Molly, do you want to share a part of what was like you getting, because you mentioned childhood, but do you want to mention like what got you into gaming?
Yeah, like I mentioned before, I've been into board gaming my whole life, but Catan really was the first game I was able to get other people to play with me consistently. There's something about that game, it drew in so many people. The whole industry evolved because of it. And it was interesting hearing what Jamie said about, like, the board game world can be so small, and you can just message like your favorite designer, your favorite content creator, and really tell them how you feel and how much you appreciate what they do. I know I've told it to Jamie himself, and he's appreciated it.
Yeah, so that's really cool. So we're, if you have any cool stories about how you got into board gaming or who's the designer who maybe sparked something for your interest, definitely put it in the comments, because I just think it's a fascinating topic that we've kind of talked about a little bit if you're on the Stonemaier Discord. But it's just an interesting way of thinking about it. And actually, I forgot, there was one other interesting bit in the live cast. Jamie was talking a ton about branching paths and wanting feedback on what do people like about branching paths. They like big ones, small ones, and trying to get all these like narrative details about what people are interested in. So how about you, Molly? I'm really hoping this is all like leading up to this open world game that he's been working on forever. Just like we're at that part of the idea process.
Oh, me too. It's making me think of all the good stuff I love in Sleeping Gods. And just like you, hoping for that dream game, that open world Stonemaier one.
That was definitely the game I brought up during the live cast when I was on my lunch break. Like Sleeping Gods, oh my gosh, you have the small and the big stuff going on.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, whatever it is.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much the updates we have. And Molly, I think we're ready to jump into some of the new April Fool's Edition rolling rounds.
Yeah, so we were going to do a playthrough of just one round of the 3 new promos that were released for April Fools, which, if you didn't see, it was a cat-themed April Fools. So we have the shirts, and then 3 realms were introduced. There was the Isle of Cats one, which is... the way this one plays is there's these treasure maps on it with predetermined numbers. And when you interact with the realm and place a number in it, wherever you start, any future numbers placed will have to be adjacent to it. And you're trying to match pairs of numbers up beside the treasure map to score the stars, just like the Family of 3 and Isle of Cats. And the treasure maps themselves will give you the resources. Me too. I love the little nods to all the games.
Yeah, at first I was confused on the directions for Isle of Cats, then all of a sudden it clicked like, oh my gosh, you need to score 3 cats for a family. Duh, of course you have to get 3 numbers together.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. When you know the games, it helps you learn the realms. So for this one, it's just Minigolf, which some of you might be thinking isn't really a board game, but because the solo campaign for Rolling Realms is Minigolf Course, I think it's a fun, silly little tie-in for April Fools. And this one plays like golf, where when you assign a number to the realm, you tick it off, and you picture that being like a stroke in golf. And you move a certain amount of dots along the little hole for the number you placed. And you have to end exactly on the hole. And if you took too many shots, you'll miss out on like stars and rewards, stuff like that. Another beautiful thematic tie-in, I think, to the game of Minigolf. Opens up the world to a lot of non-board game stuff, hoping for a disc golf realm one day.
my gosh, you're right. That so might come.
And then I feel like the truest April Fool's one, in another cat themed, is the Biddy and Walter realm. And Biddy and Walter, of course, is Jamie's two cats. So this realm is, I would say, a cat that I could see it applying to
A
almost
little
any
bit more
cat.
complicated.
Really. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has kind of a passive thing going on, where at the start of every turn, you mark an outlined cat craving. So you start with like one in the bank, kind of. It'll make more sense when we're playing, but you have to assign your numbers to the realm to circle things, because each turn
get
the
the
cats are
benefit.
going to want something. Yes, you get the benefit. Each turn the cats are going to want something, and you want to stay ahead of their wants, because if you're out of what they want, they'll get a little grumpy, and what you're losing when they're grumpy is the stars. You kind of start with the 6 stars, and you got to keep them happy to keep those stars. Should be fun. I feel like these ones are all going to play well together.
Yeah. And anyone who has cats or knows cats knows this grumpy cat thing, this is legit. If you don't have what a cat wants, they are not going to be happy.
Yeah, it's a dance keeping them happy, but cats are so nice when they're happy.
Oh, yes.
So I think we're ready to play. What about you, Carol?
I am ready to go. Roll those dice, Molly.
I'm just going to take a second and move my camera, and I'll be ready to go. Okay.
All right, everyone. In true Stonemaier fashion, you have Cressida Warrior Princess making her debut. Say hi, Cress. Hi. You might recognize Cressida Warrior Princess from Jamie's video on Sunday. She came to say hi. Figured it was
Hi,
a perfect
kitty.
weekend.
Makes me wish I had a cat to share, but no cats here.
She likes
just on the realms.
Oh yes, she's playing with us.
Perfect. Write her name on the Biddy and Walter realm.
Oh, I should.
Okay, I'm gonna start rolling. Oh, so a 5 and a 1 to start.
All right. And just to note, we have never played these before. Well, at least I haven't.
I have not either. Yeah, I was waiting for this to try them out.
All right, so we have a 5 and a 1. So that means we have a 6, which means we need to give a kitty a ball of yarn.
Yes.
So we cross that out. And so now I feel like I need to use the 5 here so I don't run out of yarn.
Oh, yes. It's tough already. I use the 5 in Minigolf because it's equal to or less than 5. And then so if I get a 3 with my second one, I'll have 2 stars on the first hole.
I think I'm going to put this might be dangerous, but I'm going to put my 1 over here in the Isle of Cats to hopefully get that family of 1s going.
I'm going to put the 1 in Isle of Cats as well. The problem is I want to put it to the left. And
3, we would need to have 2 1s marked, plus we'd have to mark the 1 with the pumpkin there. Correct?
Yeah. I'm actually going to put the 1 to buy myself another ball of yarn.
You can't use the 1 for yarn. You have to use it for food.
Oops.
Yeah, so if you look at Biddy and Walter, if you roll a 1 or a 4, you're getting...
I see it now. I missed that little part.
A 2 or a 5, you're getting yarn. A 3 or a 6, you're getting, I'm guessing it's catnip. But a 1 only gives you... Yeah, the lower numbers give you a single circle, where the higher numbers give you 2 circles.
That makes perfect sense. I thought there was something I was missing. I often learn by playing.
Yep.
So instead I marked the treasure map in Isle of Cats, because then I can expand from that with future ones.
That's a good idea. Good call.
Okay. But now I got to hope that the kiddies don't want yarn.
Yep.
2 6s.
2 6s. Hey, we're safe on the cats.
Yeah, they're asleep.
Ooh, though we can't use 6s in Minigolf.
So you can use them in the big long hole because that is
Oh, I
3s
see
or
it
above.
greater. Yeah.
So that's where I'm going to put that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then,
Oh, yeah. That's actually a good thing to put over there. Good call.
and then I
Ooh.
could stock up. I'm going
Yeah.
to stock up in
Yeah.
the
I
calf
think that
realm.
has to be because of, just like in Isle of Cats, you have to connect your boxes/cats. And
Yeah, so I committed to the 1s. Those 6s are far away for me.
yeah. Oh, good
Okay,
call.
you ready for roll 3?
Actually, you know what? Because that gives us some coins, I think I'm going to use one
Oh,
of my
yes.
coins to mark off that pumpkin in Isle of Cats.
That's a good idea.
Because I didn't put something in there that round.
Okay, I'm rolling, but if you're not ready, just
I'm good.
let me
Yep,
know.
you're good.
A 5 and a 3, so that totals 8. Perfect. That's the one I'm stocked up on.
Sweet. All right. I need to get
And I'm going to put a 3 in Isle of Cats. Oh, no, no. Ooh, these realms work good together. I want all of them.
You know,
I'm
you're
going
a
to
board
finish
gamer.
this.
You just have a ton of dry
Mm.
erase markers off to the side in case one doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. Did you have one mess up?
I just feel like this one, it's like at that point where it's not very fine and it's running out. So I'm like,
Oh, yes.
we literally have a bucket of them over there. All right. Said 3,
Okay.
3 and 5. All right. I'm definitely going to put my 3 in Isle of Cats to keep this moving.
So I put my 3 in Minigolf, which finished a hole for 2 stars because I did it in 2 shots. I
think I'm gonna
stocked up
put
on yarn with my 5 in Biddy and Walter. And I bought a 1 for Isle of Cats with a coin.
nice. Yeah, I put my 5 in Minigolf and did my 3 in Isle of Cats.
Perfect.
Yep.
I'm going to keep these cats happy.
It's essential.
5 and a 3. Again.
Ooh.
So, all good in the Biddy and Walter realm.
Oh yeah, so we need another. Running a little low on catnip.
5 is good in this mini golf hole for me.
Ooh, I think I need to do what you did with the 3 to finish that hole. So that since we did that
Oh
with
shoot, the
our
5 isn't a good in because I need to have an over 4 for the.
a less than 4 in the middle. Yeah. So if we finish that hole, then we get the star, the pumpkin, and the star if it's there, right?
Yeah, as long as you didn't take more than the
Yeah.
shots, because
Just making sure I got my pumpkin.
yeah.
So I had to put my 3 there, even though I wanted. Oh, though I am connected. I'm connected to my Isle of Cats where I can put my 5 over here and mark the 5 box to get the pumpkin and the coin. So we'll do that.
Okay. At first, I put the 5 in mini golf, but I switched it to the 3, and I put the 5 in Isle of Cats, making a pass through. And I've crossed off my. All right, are you all set?
Mm-hmm.
5 and a 2.
All right. So that's a 7. Yarn. All right. 5 and 2. Ooh, 7
yarn.
also, you can spend 2 coins to gain a dot. Ooh, that might be useful.
Oh, I forgot to give myself the hearts when I did the yarn. I
I'm going to spend the 2 coins so I can use one of those dice twice. And then I'm going to change the 2 to a 1 so I can get 2 stars over here in the Isle of Cats. And then under 4, interesting. Okay. And then
I'm gonna.
the 5 in Minigolf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for that guy. So then I can use a 5 or a 2 in Biddy and Walter, which obviously I'll use a 5 to get 2 more rolls of yarn.
Okay, I used a pumpkin to turn my 5 into a 6 to finish my mini golf hole. And I put the 2 in Isle of Cats.
Oh, I just realized I screwed up the Minigolf. I can't do that.
Yeah, that one almost got me. I kind of had to erase and switch the numbers.
Retroactive.
That's okay though. We made it clear we're learning these rounds as we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's tricky. All right, instead.
Yeah, it's smart at wanting you to do like certain numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. I used a 5 before for there. That is super tricky. All right, I'll just use, because I would doubled one of mine, so I'll double the 2 instead to put 2 here. And that would work.
Okay, I think I'm ready for roll 6. Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready. Wow, this is throwing me off.
5 and a 1. I'm rolling a lot of 5s.
Clearly should be doing 5s in Isle of Cats.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna. I got my 3 5s.
Actually, I think my 5 needs to go in mini golf. Because that works perfectly there.
Oh, and I forgot him.
That was a 5 and a 1. That was a 6. So that was another roll of yarn. Good thing I have a lot of yarn.
Oh, I just used all mine up, but I think I'm gonna spend some hearts here to make a 5 to buy some more yarn from the yarn store.
I just realized I should have 2 more hearts from that.
Yeah, it's easy to forget those.
Yeah, it's very easy to forget your resources in Biddy and Walter. All right, I used my 5. Where do I want to use this 1? So I used it in Isle of Cats. Don't need another 1 there. I think I might just have to put in Biddy and Walter so I have another pumpkin. And another piece of food. That's just going to have to work.
Okay. Are you ready for roll 7?
Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend 3 hearts to put another 5 in Isle of Cats.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I need 2 more 5s in there. So that'll be good. All right, now I'm ready.
Okay. 5 and a 4, don't worry. Endless 5s.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to finish
adds up to 9, which means...
catnip. Ooh,
Cat.
not a catnip now.
Me too.
So I have my 5 in there. So I have 4 stars and Isle of Cats. Man, I need some 3. I need 3s all over the place. Tell your dice Carol needs 3s.
I think they only roll 5s, actually.
It does seem that way. Though I do have 2.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm using my 2 pumpkins to make it a 3 to finish off this mini golf hole. So I can get my stars, heart, coin. Oof. Man. No cat on this one.
Oh, I use coins to buy some just in case.
I can't. Yeah, I don't have enough points to buy catnip.
Okay, 5 and 6. 11.
No!
No, I'm sorry, I failed you.
I have a grumpy kitty.
I wonder if it's the same dice that has rolled a 5 every time.
That would be interesting.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dang it, I can't do that.
Oh, this mini golf hole.
I'm gonna put my 6 over in Biddy and Walter since I'm out of catnip. And the 5. I don't need 5s. I need 3s. 5 in mini golf is disastrous right now.
I'm
debating using my 3 coins to buy a 3 in Isle of Cats, which I think I'm going to do. And they'll get me a coin. All right.
going to ask you about the mini golf one here. Do you see my board? I want to put the 5 in here, but I don't think I can. I think I...
Not if you want to finish the hole. And I don't think you get anything if you don't finish the hole right.
Yeah, so...
So yeah, that's been my problem in mini
I think
golf.
I used the 6 to buy supplies.
That's what I did. Oh, that
And
actually,
then,
yeah, I used the coins.
and then the 5, I could... Oops. I'm going to make it a 4. Raise my chances for
What?
Isle of
I
Cats
just realized I
later.
didn't use my 5. I made a 3 and didn't use the 5.
Ew.
So you know what I'm gonna do?
Make sure you do that.
Honestly, I'm just gonna take a resource because I can't put the 5 in mini golf.
It's funny, when we started these, I'm like, these are easy, and now I'm like, oh no, I'm failing all the puzzles.
The mini golf like really caught me off guard on that puzzle.
Yeah,
I'm
it could be one where you're
debating-
happy with 4 stars.
I'm debating if I want to take a heart or a coin right now.
I love me the coins.
I know, because if I get one more 3 in Isle of Cats, then I get all the stars there. But if I use a heart, then I can gain a die of the same value. I'm gonna go heart because I think hopefully that'll
heart.
give me something. I have 3 hearts now for the last round.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, like you, I forgot to pay myself for adding stuff.
Yep.
1 and a 2 for the final.
All right. That's not what I need.
Oh, so they add up to 3. Okay, so I have happy kitties at least.
Yeah. What can I do with these? Because I don't have any pumpkins. I can't put them for any use in mini golf. I put the 1 in there that only gets me 1 pumpkin, and I need 2.
2 there.
I think I'm out of luck.
I think I am too. Yeah.
It's 2 here.
Ooh, I want to play these
pumpkin.
ones again right away. I feel like I messed them up.
I'm gonna put, and then that puts the 1 here, which gets me a pumpkin. Yeah, now I have 2 pumpkins where if I had the 3rd,
I overspent on pumpkins, and it cost me getting my last stars in Isle of Cats. But that's okay.
If I had 1 more pumpkin, I could pull it off. But I don't.
Yeah, me too. That's where I was. I mean, I don't have them anymore because I changed my plan, but
yeah,
I was in that position too. I could have put a 1 and a 2 in Isle of Cats.
Yep. Oh, dice. All right, so I feel like I can do horrible though for a first time through. I have 2 realms with 4 stars and 1 realm with 5.
Okay, I got 4 and 6.
Yeah, I had 1 grumpy kitty. That sounds about
6
right.
resources.
4, 4, 8.
14.6 for me.
13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13.7. You take it, Molly. Good job.
Both good scores, though. These are really fun realms. I enjoyed all three.
Oh, yeah. That was definitely it amazes me how they can make them so different with so many realms at this point.
Yeah, and so many more on the way. I'm
Yeah.
excited, too, because the ratio has shifted now. There's so many promos to go along with the original realms.
Oh, yeah.
That when you're just shuffling and playing, you're going to have so much variety.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's flip my camera back here. It's going to be a little
Okay.
crooked. But, so yeah, that is the new April Fool's realms. In case you were curious or you bought them, we thought it'd be fun to show them off. And yeah, if you don't like cats, they're still a fun puzzle. And if you haven't played Isle of Cats, it's once again still a fun puzzle. If you have played Isle of Cats, you will really appreciate the theming with it. But do you have anything else, Molly?
No, just like with all the realms, you don't have to know what they're from, but it's a fun little inside joke and nod if you do. I think all three of these ones were done really well, and I'm excited to play them again soon.
All right. So I think that's it for the mill tonight. Everyone have a wonderful weekend.